Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to Tony the Technician's channel, and today we're going to be going into a new drill I picked up. So I originally went to Lowe's this morning just to kind of see if I could find any deals or maybe shoot some footage in the store of deals they have going on. Truthfully, just shooting videos in stores just really isn't my thing. I don't do it all that often. I was just kind of looking for deals, and I really suggest to everybody, this is what I do every time I go into Lowe's, Home Depot, Walmart, wherever I am. It doesn't matter. I'm always searching the clearance areas, and whether that be for tools, electronics, whatever, car detailing stuff, whatever I'm looking for, I always check the clearance areas. Well, I was walking through Lowe's and I saw a guy walking around with a small DeWalt impact driver just by itself, and I was like, well, that's not normal. So when I went over and I started looking at the clearance stuff, I saw this guy sitting on the shelf with a bunch of, you know, the bit sets and stuff like that, except it just had this zip tie around the handle. No price tag, no nothing like that. So I asked the cashier if they could give me any information on it, if it was for sale or what. They brought one of the guys over from the tool section. He took it, couldn't find the tag, went and spoke to his supervisor, and the supervisor told him to go ahead and write it up for $25. They had a couple of them, one being that DeWalt driver that somebody had already walked away with, and then this guy. Normally, I wouldn't pick up anything that isn't either the 20 volt DeWalt or the 12 volt Milwaukee, because that's what I run. I started off with DeWalt. It's what I've always ran ever since I was a kid. So I started with the 20 volt DeWalt stuff, and then as far as other stuff, I run Milwaukee's 12 volt lineup, or M12. So anything I purchase, if it's a bigger tool, it's 20 volt DeWalt. If it's smaller, it's Milwaukee's 12 volt lineup. And that's what I've always gone with, so I don't have a whole bunch of chargers and everything. Well, a year or so ago, I purchased the 24 volt Kobalt lawn care kit, if you want to call it that. It was the weed eater and leaf blower combo, because it was a great deal. I want to say it was $100 or under $100, $79, something like that, for the 2 and a 4 amp hour battery. So I ended up with this for lawn care stuff, which is okay. And then automotive stuff, I have DeWalt and Milwaukee. But since this was Kobalt 24 volt, after he told me the price, I was like, oh, I'm not going to pass it up. I mean, $25 to me, that's a steal. Now, originally this was part of a kit, and that kit normally runs around $160 and on sale $100. So for $25, this seemed like a pretty good deal. So I'll get into showing you it. He wrote $75 on here, I think, because he didn't want it to seem like it was that big of a difference in price change. But the kit is originally $99 on sale and $160 not on sale. So this is their 24 volt brushless drill. It's not a hammer drill, and it's not the XTR, their you know, high-end stuff, but it is still a fairly nice drill. I want to say it's roughly around the same as, you know, the other brands like DeWalt. If you get that set during the holidays where it's $99 for a drill and a battery and a bag, or a drill and 2 batteries in a bag, it's, you know, one of those sets. So this is the drill Kilo Delta Delta 524 Bravo -03. It is a 1/2 inch drive, 24 volt. It has 24 different clutch speeds, 23 here, and then it moves into the drilling portion. And then, like I stated, it is brushless, and it is a 2-speed. The first speed is 0 to 550 RPM, and then the second speed being 0 to 2000 RPMs. It is a keyless all metal chuck, so that is nice. I do like that it is all metal. You have that knurled finish there to get a good grip on it when tightening down on a bit or anything like that. It does have a built-in light as well down here at the bottom where the battery attaches, and it has a 15-second light on it. So it has a 15-second delay before the light shuts off, which is always nice when working in dark areas. And then as far as the tool itself, it does have a 5-year limited tool warranty, and I want to say the batteries are 3-year. Don't quote me on that. And then the kit, like I stated earlier, was $160 or $99 on sale, and that that would include the drill, a 2 amp hour battery, the charger, a belt clip, a bit clip, a bag, and a handle for up here. So a pretty good kit. Comes with quite a bit of stuff, which is really nice, but when I just saw the drill by itself, I was really hoping it was cheap, and $25, if you ask me, is a pretty good deal. So there it is. That's what I paid for it. And I haven't really used it yet, but I will be doing a comparison of it compared to the DeWalt drill that I do have. And like I said, I bought this in one of those $100 sets. So it was this and a battery and a bag and everything. So I'll be doing a comparison, going over the pros and cons of each one of these, as well as kind of putting them to the test to see which one I prefer. And really hope you guys enjoy that. But today we're just going to be taking a look at this. I'll just kind of show you up close of the drill. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Is $25 a pretty good deal for this drill? Would you have bought it? And once again, the reason I did get it is because I already had a 24 volt. If I didn't have the weed eater and leaf blower with the 24 volt battery, I probably wouldn't have bought this. But since I already had it, I thought it was a pretty good idea to just go ahead and pick it up. So that's really all the information on it. As you can see, it does have a rubberized grip. It is pretty comfortable. It's all plastic housing except for this center section here. You do have an aluminum portion here, and then the clutch adjuster is plastic. Now the one thing I did notice, there's always a gap here between the chuck and the clutch adjustment, but I did notice that is a pretty good size gap between there, which is kind of weird, but no deal breaker or anything like that. It's not too big. It's definitely not a real compact drill, but it's not the largest one I've seen. Rubberized portion all around the drill, a lot of venting for the brushless motor. And I want to say this drill weighs around 4 pounds with a 2 amp hour battery, so a little bit over 4 pounds here since I have the 4 amp hour battery on here. And then you have the attachment spots for your belt clip and your bit clip. All around a good looking drill. I don't really have any experience with the Kobalt drills or power tools besides the weed eater and stuff, which I've been extremely happy with. So we'll definitely see how this holds up, and we'll definitely find out more when we compare it in the next video to my DeWalt hammer drill. But other than that, I'm going to take it over. I'm just going to put a few different size screws into a 2x4 as well as a small lag, just to see how it performs and everything like that. One thing I do want to state, I did notice it's a very nice drill, but the reverse on it is really weird. Just the shape of it and how it feels when switching it, it's just really awkward. Just the shape of it and how they have it positioned up here. I don't know if it's just because it's not what I'm used to. The DeWalt just seems much nicer as far as the reverse switch, but that's definitely not a deal breaker. It's just something I noticed and didn't really care for. So we'll go ahead and put it to the test a little bit over here. But one thing about this is there is a ramp up speed. It does have a variable speed trigger, and it is quite a bit louder than my DeWalt, but I'll show that in the next video. But other than that, it does have a ramp up time. But let's go ahead and put a few screws in some wood and see how it does. So we're going to start off by just putting in a couple of 1 1/4 inch wood screws, 2.5 inch wood screw, a 2 inch lag, small lag, and then we'll just run a couple holes in with a 1/2 inch drill bit just to see how it quickly performs and how much pressure it really takes to put some of these in. And then we'll do further testing when comparing it to the DeWalt in the future as well. So if you guys want to see more testing on this and the DeWalt, stay tuned for that. Those videos will be out real soon. So let's just start by putting in a couple of 1 1/4 inch wood screws. Don't mind that, I do believe my bit is a little bit bent, so it doesn't perform the best. Not gonna lie, the Milwaukee bits really aren't the best. Let's see what else we got in here. All right, we'll do the 2.5. real easy work of both of those. I'm pretty sure this battery would last forever, putting in quite a bit of these as well. Next up, we're just going to quickly run in this 2-inch lag. I will tell you one thing, this drill does seem to center the bits quite a bit better than my DeWalt. I don't know if it's the way the chuck is set up and how it grabs the bits, but it does perform a little bit better in centering them. Alright, so that went in pretty easy without hardly any effort actually being put on the back of that. So I'm happy with that. Let's just go ahead and remove it real quick and then we'll drill some holes. And as soon as I say that, I mess it up. Alright, now we'll throw in the 1/2-inch drill bit and we'll just drill a couple holes. And I did have that set at, I want to say, like clutch setting 15, so. Makes very easy work of drilling 1/2-inch holes. It performed really well. Now, one thing I can say about this is it is quite a bit louder than my DeWalt drill, and we'll get further into this in the other video, but I don't know if you'll be able to pick that up through the video, but the Kobalt is quite a bit louder. Not that that's a deal breaker, but once again, $25 for this. I thought it was a killer deal, especially since I already had the battery laying around. So let me know your guys' thoughts. Would you have picked it up for the $25? Do you have any Kobalt tools, cordless tools, and how have they performed for you? Other than that, stay tuned for future videos where I put this up against the DeWalt and see how they compare, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. Also, once again, keep your eye out in those clearance sections for tool deals like this. They're happening all the time, and today just seemed to be a really good find for me. So if you guys enjoyed, please make sure to hit that thumbs up, leave a comment down in the comment section, and as always, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. See you guys next time.